I'm Brian DeLuca, and I'm here with Tom Wolf at the Neperia booth at APEC 2025. Tom, can you show us what you guys are displaying today?
Very good. This is an eFuse design. An eFuse is a power MOSFET that has onboard current protection. So in this example, we're using a couple of eFuses to drive some fans like you might find in some server application. So I can turn them on, watch over here, and you can actually see the current changing on the device. I'll flip on the first fan. You'll see we jump up to about 500 milliamps here. I can see the startup current for it. Let's switch on the second one. There we go, we're running about an amp now. So the fuses are doing their job, they're conducting the current. What happens if there's a short circuit? In a regular application, you have a glass fuse or a mechanical circuit breaker below. This one's electronic, so let's put a short circuit on it. Fan shut off, current drops to zero. There's a little wiggling down there. That is the eFuse looking to see, has the short been removed? Is it ready to recircuit? When the short gets removed from it, the eFuse automatically turns itself back on again and you are back in action. No mechanical issues to take, no glass fuses to replace, you're back in business.
Okay, so what applications, you mentioned servers, what applications are these used for besides applications?
Anything which is on the order of like 5 volts to a couple amps or so is what it's ideally suited for. So we're running fans here, you could be running any type of device. You might want to put them into some sort of microcontroller application, a small motor, where I need a fuse for protection on it, but I want to have some fusibility on it so that if something goes wrong, it turns itself off and then automatically resets without the user having to go in and do something.
So what do engineers need to think about when they're designing this into a system?
It's really looking at the system where you've typically put in some sort of mechanical device in the past, and now you want to replace it with a solid state device. So you look at the voltage for it, the current for it, and then what function do you want? This one is a standalone mode. It will automatically reset itself as soon as the short is removed from it. We have another version of it that would send a fault signal off to your microprocessor. The microprocessor would then look at it and say, hang on, okay, reset, and then the circuit breaker, the eFuse, would automatically reset itself. So it gives you a lot of flexibility for protecting certain parts of your circuit, whether it's an entire subset, an entire Ethernet, an entire motor, whatever drive section you want to have separately fused, this would be an ideal way of doing it.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Tom. Thank you for sharing this with me
Great.
today.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Pleasure.